say, man, for those select few that are already initiated, you should already know what's coming next. And for those of you that aren't, just chill. What you got to understand is that everything is vibration. So just vibe. Yeah, we swagged up. Say, it's about that time for you to just open up your ear and let me crawl into your mind one time. Yeah. Like I said a few minutes ago, everything is vibration, man. You vibration. The world is vibration. I'm practically homie. Yeah. I don't want you to see me, even though you do. You couldn't miss it. I don't want you to hear me, even though my voice can be electrified. I want you to feel me. Yeah. Do you? Yes, sir. And I'm here. That's right. If you ain't choking, you ain't smoking. And you know I stay fired up. On some G shit though, huh? Y'all wanna talk about it? Yeah. What it was, man. Y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge yourself. And y'all should already know who it is. If not, you see it. And this right here, this ain't shit but some cosmic insight, man. And look, man, this one right here is near and dear to my heart. But at the same time, it's also official. Because this right here, it's a little something about those people that have Venus in the 10th house of their natal chart. Yeah. And you know why we're going to talk about this one? Because I have Venus in the 10th house of my natal chart. That's some serious business. And before we actually get into all that, what we're going to do first is I'm going to give y'all a little information on Venus. I'm going to give y'all a little bit about the energy that comes along with it and how it might affect you. Then after that, I'm going to give y'all a little breakdown on what the 10th house of the astrological chart is actually all about. Then after that, we're going to make it climax. So, without any more bullshit, man, let's go ahead and get it cracking. So, Venus is the second planet from the sun. It's never more than 47 degrees away from the sun. It's feminine energetically. It rules the signs of Taurus and Libra, as well as the second and the 7th house of the astrological chart, man. And, for me, Venus is all about pleasure, especially pleasure shared with somebody else in particular, man. And this planet really concerns itself with love, harmony, romance, money, marriages, business partnerships, like best friends, and beauty. Yeah. Venus is about spreading happiness and tenderness, and also at the same time teaching us to love and appreciate the things that we possess. And it's about the arts and each one of our individual sense of the aesthetic and what you think is beautiful. And Venus really wants us to indulge our senses and revel in the beauty of the universe. And it's inextricably linked to refinement, culture, charm, and grace. And, you know, this planet also kind of deals with pleasures that we derive from the things that we have, man. And luxuries of any kind are pleasing to Venus. And its energy really wants us to, you know, appreciate the exquisite nature of things. And when we fooling with Venus, like I always tell y'all, man, Venus, you know, it makes it an extremely sensual, not necessarily sexual, but an extremely sensual world, man. And it can show, you know, how you love and what you love and how you want to be loved. Okay. And so when we're talking about the 10th house of the astrological chart, man, you know, the 10th is ruled by the sign of Capricorn and the planet Saturn. And it's also one of the angular houses of the 1st, the 4th, the 7th, and the 10th. And it's also often called the house of social status, man. And that's because it's the highest and most visible point in the astrological chart, man. It's about our career and social grouping and our energy in society as a whole. You know what I'm saying? With the 10th, think status, the authority it conveys, and consequently the role that we take in our community. And, you know, it kind of speaks to any promotions we may receive, any fame we may acquire, and, you know, the type of businesses that we might partake in. And with respect to achievement, you know, the 10th focuses on how we see ourselves and how society perceives us as well. We really focus on manifesting ourselves in this house. And, you know, vocation is really important in the 10th, but it's more like what role will we choose and how will we best fit? You know what I'm saying? How much do we really want to achieve? You know what I'm saying? Career, professional goals, ambition, and, you know, motivation. They really all come into play in the 10th house, man. And in a more practical context, you know, employers and the government are kind of represented here as well. So it also revolves around us ruling over others and those that can rule over us. The 10th house can also be about ego gratification a lot of the times. To me, that's what it's all about. And the question of how will we manage the gifts and the status that come along with the gifts that were given to us. And with the 10th, man, just remember that not everybody's built for success, man. Not everybody's cut out for it, and not everybody even wants it. Okay. But, and I mean that on the grand scale. You know what I'm saying? And plus, everybody's definition of success is completely different, man. It's completely different, man. So, you know, it's about what you think about as success. But the 10th just shows, like I said, it's the most highest, most visible point in the chart, man. This is, you know, who are you? What's your status? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with Venus in the 10th house, man, you know, when people got Venus in the 10th house, like myself, you know, on some real shit, man, this one just like hits on a lot of different levels. But what it says first and foremost is that, you know, you're extremely ambitious, and beauty and charm will really, you know, help and serve you in your professional success in life, which is really pretty much high importance into you, man. And your Venetian qualities, whatever they may be, man, you know what I'm saying? They attract people in your life who can help you advance in your career. You know what I'm saying? Especially personal relationships. And not only that, this placement also suggests that you probably got a lot of charm and style from your pops, man, from your dad, man. And you know what I'm saying? Or one of your parents, at least. If your mom was more dominant and you didn't have a dad, and you have this placement, like maybe, you know, that you got it from your mom, or you just got it from somebody that was an authority figure in your life. Like you kind of styled yourself after them in a way, man. And, you know, with 10th house Venus, man, I can also say that, man, like, females, a lot of astrologers don't say that. When you got Venus in the 10th house, what it says to me is that there's probably a good chance that women in general, females, the feminine energy has helped you out in your career. It's going to help you achieve this status. It's going to help push you. It's going to help build you. It's going to help you, you know, along the way. And that could mean your sister. That could mean your mom. That could mean, That could mean your girlfriend, your wife, your friends. It just means that, like, when I see that, it means that, women are an important factor in your career, man. And also with 10th house Venus, you don't take no for an answer. That's another thing. And you're so motherfucking game tight and smooth with it that's usually some shit that you don't even have to consider, man. You love your career also, and you want to be seen as the best at it. You know what I'm saying? And I do. And I work hard to be so, man. And, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Success don't look better on anybody else than a person with Venus in the 10th house. A person that has Saturn in the 10th house, man, like, there's some bosses and they have this air of authority, pardon me. People that have, Mars in the 10th house, they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to be somebody that you don't want to cross at work. And they're going to be somebody that's assertive and that tries to get shit done real fast. You know what I'm saying? Somebody with Uranus in the 10th house, they're going to be very unpredictable. But when we talking about Venus, you know what I'm saying? When we talking about Venus, man, like, this is somebody that success just don't look better on, man. And that's just real, man. You know what I'm saying? And beauty and grace and style are, there's something that you consider to be some of your greatest assets, man. And it can be where you're a little conceited, but man, that's just how you feel, man. And, when you got Venus in the 10th, your smile is like an efficient weapon that you know how to execute masterfully precise with. And that's real talk, man. Like, that's what's got you by a lot of the times, man. With this placement, you probably have impeccable manners in public, at least. And you're probably seen as a graceful, attractive, and charismatic person in the eyes of other people and in the public, man. And you love people and people love you. And like with this placement, this is somebody that wants to be the people's champion, man. And they kind of strive to be so. And, I don't want you to get carried away with it at all, because this could mean a whole bunch of things. But I do say this, and this is something that any other astrologer will correlate. When you see Venus in the 10th house in a chart and you see some positive aspects, what this does indicate is fame in some sense in a chart. This is a good indicator of fame. Does that mean that, you're going to be, necessarily have worldwide stardom? Hell fucking no. Hell no. It means that everyone in your community probably knows you, and their associations of you are usually positive in a broad sense, unless they hating, which that's something that you always going to have to deal with also. And how you deal with it is how you deal with it. And that shows your strength of your character. Okay. And with this placement, I can also say that you got to be very careful, not to let your ego get so motherfucking inflated to the point where you're so enamored with who you want to be that you forget how beautiful that you really are, or what beauty really is, or, you know what I'm saying? Just what you really value. And people will see that in you, but you don't see it in yourself, man. And let me tell you, man, you just got to understand that if you got Venus on the midheaven, that's there for everybody to see. That's there for everybody to see. Like, everybody knows you got it going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Another little trick I'll give y'all is that, the 10th house is the house of authorities. And, your bosses, if you're at a job, man, you've probably been the type of person that your bosses kind of always favored you, man. They're kind of always cut it for you. They thought you were cool. Y'all ended up kind of being friends, man. That's just kind of how it works, man. And another thing, man, that could definitely help you. Best believe, man. Another thing about having this one is that it sometimes gifts you with artistic talents depending on the sign too, man. So, that's really auspicious if you know how to work it as well. Look what I do with my music. That's not my path, but like, I've always been affluent in music, man. Like, that's just been my thing, man. That's how I speak. That's how my soul breathes. And that's just what it is with me, man. And on another note, okay, we're going to switch lanes a little bit. Venus in the 10th house motherfuckers are not the type to fall head over heels in love. So that's something that people need to understand, man. When you got Venus in this placement, man, you have a tendency to choose a partner with your head more so than your heart, man. And even if your heart is feeling somebody and your head knows that ain't right for you, you probably ain't gonna fuck with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You carefully analyze if a motherfucker is going to be the right person for you or not, or if it's even worth the time to pursue that, man. And does that mean you won't have casual encounters? Yeah, you'll have casual encounters, but you're the type of person that knows that before going in and fooling with that person, that it was never going to be nothing. It was never going to be nothing. And if you are that type of person, if you have this placement like I myself do, you need to just make sure that you're being genuine and you're being honest with people and letting them know your intentions off the rip. And as long as you're doing that, you're not doing anything wrong. But if you're doing the other shit and you're being manipulative and you're lying about what you really got going on or what your intentions are, then that's being foul. And you just got to learn how to check yourself, man. That's real talk, man. And Venus here often, indicates that you're attracted to people who have achieved something. And what that tells you, I'm going to tell you right now, man, is if you got Venus in the 10th house, like you ain't going to fool with nobody that ain't about shit. Like that's something that you just not going to do, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how fucking physically alluring they might be. You want a partner that's reliable and responsible. And the 10th house Venus could also be said to suggest that, you might meet your partner through career, or that your partner plays an influential role in the development and ultimate success of your career. And with this one, man, you might end up being part of a power couple, because that's what they want to do. You don't even really care about being with somebody that's necessarily as emotionally nourishing or, nurturing as a lot of people would be. You get what I'm saying? Like you want somebody that's going to help you boss up, man. And does that mean you're using them? Hell no, because you're going to stay loyal to them. You're going to stay down to them. You're going to stay gratitude to them. And together, that's when y'all do y'all's thing. That's the thing with this one, man. Like this one is going to let you know that, you have an attraction, to motherfuckers that y'all together gonna boss up, and that's just kind of what you're attracted to, man. You want somebody that's about something more than anything else. Okay. And, to sum this one up though, Venus in the 10th, it cultivates, great fucking charm, great power and charisma in the realms of career and reputation and public image. And I'm not tooting my own horn or gassing nobody up. That's what this one is about, man. And there's negative aspects and negative things that could happen here in the chart that could influence this and make it go opposite directions. It could make you, embarrass yourself publicly, but that's really not what this one's about, man. You know what I'm saying? It really just promotes a really charming demeanor and fucking attractive qualities that can be amazing assets in the service of career advancement and, positive reputation. It gives you a greater capacity to just like leverage social skills and interpersonal intelligence in order to help attain a success and reach career goals. You know what I'm saying? It really just makes you a natural born leader that, really charismatic and stylish with a gorgeous soul. And a lot of the times, since it's right there for everybody to see, it'll make you, quite attractive in the way of physical features also as well. So there's always that. It's going to give you a sensuality to you that's, a lot of the times unparalleled, unless, you're feeling with Venus in the first and, Pluto in the first, and I got that. So, hey, man, either way, man, just because you built like that, you don't have to build like that, man. Whatever negative qualities come along with whatever you got going on in your chart, man, you don't have to feed into it, because we all have this energy available to us. And that's what that means by just because you built like that, you don't have to build like that, man. You don't have to feed into the negativity, man. Okay? You don't have to let any of it influence you, man. And that's some priceless knowledge in itself. And, there's been some priceless knowledge of self, man. If y'all are interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below, or you can email me at mr.turner 1300@gmail.com. That's also if you're interested in any merch, man, because I got it going on. That's also, you know, if you want to donate to the channel, the link is in the description below, man. You know how to do that, man. And we going to keep doing it regardless and keep pumping because I love everybody. But, you know, it's cracking. And I appreciate all the love and support, man. I'm please encouraging y'all to like, share, and subscribe, man. Help me get out there on this algorithm and keep fucking with motherfuckers and helping them and calling them out on their shit, man, because this is what it's all about. It's about self-awareness. I play and I joke and shit, but y'all also see that I'm about growth. I'm not about going backwards, man. I'm about helping you find out what's going on with you, man. And then, you know, where you can get past your own ass, man. And then you can start helping other motherfuckers do the same thing, man. There's a spiritual awakening going on globally, man. And you can either get with the program or you can get stuck in the motherfucking third density, man. And if you want to know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about densities, man, go check out the series on YouTube by Aaron Abke called The Law of One. Watch them in order. And that'll tell you a lot about me and my spiritual belief system, okay? I appreciate everybody. Keep it real. That's all I know how to do. We'll be back on Friday, man.